this video, we are going to show you all the things that you need to do on your Mini Cooper regarding maintenance. Everything that Mini would do if you took your car in for its scheduled maintenance. So if you want to save some money, this is the video for you. I hope you enjoy. My name is Ethan and welcome to Car Creation. Well, the first thing that we're going to do is the air filter under the hood. Now this should be done around every year. However, if you're driving up and down a dirty road like I do, every 6 months, probably about as long as you want to go between intervals of changing it. For this job, what you'll need is a Torx T20 screwdriver as well as a 7mm socket. Super easy, let's get to it. Basically, we're just opening up the hood, removing the top off the air filter, taking it out, replacing it with a new one. We don't have to get it all the way open. It's open enough to grab this out, and oh my goodness, look at how dirty this is. All right, new one in hand, let's put it in. Now we've done that, we can set our booklet in our car to let us know the next time that we need to do it is in 6 months. All right, so we've completed that. So now on to the next thing, which is possibly the hardest job of this, and that is the spark plugs. For spark plugs, what you want to do is have them replaced no later than 3 years or 30,000 miles. Now that is really important because if you go much farther than that, then you'll start having misfires, or you can actually even have pieces of it breaking off into the top of the cylinder and kind of breaking your engine. Now when you do the spark plugs, what you need are two tools. That's an 8mm star socket. Then you also need a 14mm Bi-Hex socket. There we go. So first things first, we're just going to go along and we're going to take the electrical connectors off of each coil. So now we're going to go and we're going to take a coil out. Perfect, to take the first one out. Be very gentle. All right, there we go. First spark plug out. It does look a little bit crispy, but it's not terrible, but we're gonna replace them all anyways. And before I torque it down, I'm just going to put it in by hand so I don't cross thread anything. All right, now this is an important step. So when you put the new spark plugs in, make sure that you tighten them down to 23 Newton meters. Now I did use some anti-locking lubricant on it. I don't know if I would always suggest that. I did do that because the type of spark plugs I got required that. Now if you get the ones right from Mini, they don't require that, so make sure you don't put that on. You can actually torque it on a lot more than you meant to. With the spark plug installed, now you can put in the new coil on top of that. While you're doing the spark plugs, what you can also do is replace the coils. So you don't actually have to replace coils unless something's actually happening. So for example, in my car, I was getting a bit of a misfire, so I replaced the coils. We're just gonna do that when we do the spark plugs. Here's the new coil. We're just gonna put it in here, hand twist it in there, and then torque it down gently. Plug it in, and you're ready to do the next one. Spark plugs installed. Let's get on to the next thing, which is the cabin air filter. Now you wanna do this every 15 to 30,000 miles. Once again, that depends if you live in an area with lots of smoke or on a dirty road like I do. Start getting dust in the cabin. That can be one of the first things you can check out. For this job, what you'll need is just a T20 screwdriver, and that's about it. Reach into this screw right here and screw it. All you have to do is reach here, grab it, just pull, and here is where we're gonna access the air filters. All right, so then up here you see this little door right at the back. You just push this tab in, open it, and there are your filters right here. All right, so you just lift up and then pull out. There's one, and then there's another one that's actually hid really far down in there, and then pull that one out too. I'm really not used to this muggy Midwest summer. No matter where you are, you're sweating and hot, and it's so muggy that even the lens of the camera has fogged up. All right, so make sure the right way around. The airflow goes towards the cabin. So both are in. Shut her up. Get this put back on, make sure all the clips line up properly. And then you just want to screw in your screw. All right, so now once you've done the cabin air filter, what you want to do is probably do an oil change. Now for this video, we're not actually going to include the oil change in it. There's plenty of videos on the internet how to do that. And if you want to do that in the future, let me know and we can show you how to do that. However, every time you bring your car to Mini for maintenance, they also do a series of checks. We're just going to show you some of the checks that they do starting on the brakes. Now what they will do is go to every single brake caliper on the car and check its thickness to make sure it's not worn down. They'll measure that. They will check the disc, make sure it's not grooved too much. After they've done the visual and measurement inspection on the brakes, next are the shocks. So basically they go around and take a little visual inspection of each one, make sure none of the boots are cracked or failing. They'll make sure that the car is riding well. If you want to see how to replace your shock, click the pop-up banner right there, and we'll show you how to do both a visual inspection as well as replace them. Finally, what you want to do is check all the fluids. Make sure that the brake fluid is topped up, Windshield washer fluid is topped up, make sure there's no leaks, and that everything is dry as it should be. And then once you've done that, you're pretty much all set to go. Travel off to the sunset and enjoy driving your car. Alright, so that is the video. We hope you enjoyed. We'll leave links for all the products down below, and we'll try to find the best deals for you on either Amazon or other companies like ECS Tuning. If you use the affiliate links, we'll really appreciate it. But we hope you enjoyed the video. Any comments, please leave it down below and we'll try to answer you as soon as possible. But most of all, we hope you have an amazing rest of your day.